In this video, Dwayne Johnson goes over the difficulties in his career as a wrestler and how he almost quit and traded for MMA fighting. We find out how he didn't actually make a lot of money from wrestling and just exactly how things took off.
I didn't know that. I went to the hair person who was backstage. I said, can you give me something that's going to make my hair like nice and like go down? And she gave me like a thing that made it frizzy.
Oh.
And then that's what you get, by the way, just a fucked up haircut on your debut. Like, luckily, the people of New York was like, "We kind of like this kid. His haircut is really fucked up."
You look like Kid and Play.
Look like the bigger version of Kid and Play. Look at this.
Look at that thing.
Fuck.
That's a solid foot above your head.
That's awful. Right, this time the referee's like, "Hey, get the fuck out of the ring. Come on, we got a show."
So you...
So go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, so we win this match and things are ascending. The dream is coming true. Like, this is it, man. I finally feel like this is what I was born to do. And man, it's feeling so fucking good. Guys in the locker room, everybody taking me under their wing. There's some political bullshit that you always want to stay away from. I've always stayed away from that. But for the most part, everybody's supportive, because even though it's a cutthroat business backstage, you still need some guys, you know, who are going to show you the way. So I wound up becoming the youngest Intercontinental Champion, beating Triple H, or he let me beat him.
Right.
Everything was doing this. So at that time, this interesting thing was happening in the world of pro wrestling, where it was fans were cheering the heels and anti-authority. Fuck the boss, led by Stone Cold Steve Austin, giving everybody the bird. Fuck Vince McMahon. Fans were loving that, gravitating towards this. That guy drives a pickup truck, drinks a beer, tells everybody to go fuck themselves. Now in wrestling world, that's supposed to be a bad guy, but now he's becoming a hero. Then you have this kid who's 25, who's coming out. Here we go, you know, the fucking old school. And Vince and the company always told me, hey, you can't smile enough. I was like, what do you mean? You go out, you smile. I want to make sure everybody knows you're grateful. Gratitude of attitude.
Yeah.
I said, no, okay. And it started not to feel good to me, because I said, well, so, you know, these nights I'm getting beat, but I still want you to smile anyway. So you have this thing happening over here, the rise of the Attitude Era. And then you have this kid who's just smiling away. Everything is good, even when he fucking loses. And it never felt right to me here. And then fans started to turn, booing every night. Got to a point, dude, going into my first WrestleMania, Chicago, I'll never forget it. Every night they were chanting Rocky sucks. I had to smile through it. The bosses were telling me, no, you gotta smile. No, keep smiling, ignore it, just ignore it. You're paying your hard-earned money as a fan, even though this world is fiction and it's not real. The best of the wrestlers always came from a real place. So I was smiling away. I get to WrestleMania, Chicago, sold out. Stone Cold Steve Austin's on top in the main event. I'm defending my title. WrestleMania, 20,000 people start chanting Rocky sucks. So imagine that. You're a kid, 25 years old, you got the belt on you, pressure, you're in there, and the guy who I was wrestling, the Sultan, who was actually my cousin, Rikishi, from my Samoan side, he had me in a rear chin lock. Whole arena's chanting Rocky sucks. He's whispering to me, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Now I'm like, fuck, this is my life now.
Right.
We get out of the match. I go backstage. Vince looks at me and Pat and just says, I don't know what we did wrong, but we have to make a change. I know what that means. 2 days later, I drop the belt to somebody else. Now I'm getting beat every night. And then I get hurt. I tear my PCL, wrestling a guy named Mick Foley. Now, by this time it's May. Vince says, you take time off, heal your knee. I don't know what we did wrong or where we went wrong, but we got to really figure things out with you. I don't know if this is going to work out. And this is 1997, summer of 97. You'll appreciate this part. 97, during that time, I was still going out to LA and working out. We were crossing all the MMA guys. Pride just opened up in Japan. So I was seeing all these MMA guys going over to Pride. You remember that time, right? I think you might have been with UFC at that time, right?
Yeah.
And at that time I was making $150,000 wrestling 235 days a year. So do the math of that, and how much you're making per match. We start hearing, hey, these guys over in Pride are making $250, $350, $500. And I thought then, well, fuck, I don't think I'm gonna make it in WWE. People are booing me out of the arenas. I can't be myself. They're telling me to fucking smile. I don't want to fucking smile. It's not who I am. I start talking to Ken Shamrock at that time, who was wrestling with us. I run into Mark Kerr. I start talking to him. He told me a little bit about Pride. And I have this idea in my head. Maybe I should train to MMA and go to Pride and make money, real money. And then I don't have to smile. I'm sure I'm going to get fucked up over there and knock one of my lungs loose, but maybe I could do something like that.
Let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. See you guys in the next video.